As a kid in the 1990s, it was a great time. We used to stay out late until the lights came on, play football, hide and seek. It was a great time. Um, Kids today will never know that joy because they're inside, cooked up on their devices, watching YouTube, TikTok, that sort of thing. But for me, as a kid in the 1990s, would go into a video store or a CD store to get stuff, to watch stuff, listen to stuff. Um, Today, we could order anything off the internet and not even leave our homes, which is a really sad fact, actually. But one sad fact that came to mind is that, and this is a video I saw on Lewis Rossman's channel. We don't own anything anymore. We merely stream what we buy. And if you compare the prices to the 1990s for a DVD or a CD compared to today, we're actually paying more for non-physical items. There was a video Lewis made of a camera that someone had bought, and they turned it on, and then within a few seconds they had to scan a QR code. The camera didn't work out of the box like it should do. They needed a QR code. They needed to activate the camera on the company's servers and give them their data. What happened to just unboxing an item and then using it out of the box? What happened to that? And again, we're feeding companies this data that doesn't even have to have a purpose. They say that it's for our good, for our own good, but nope. It's just to give them data, and it's restrictive as well in nature. I shouldn't have to buy a camera. I used to buy cameras back in the day and unbox them and then use them straight away. It's the same with software. When I was younger, I'd use Photoshop, Illustrator. That was the old version of Adobe. Today we've got to buy a subscription, which is often more than what we used to pay for in a lifetime CD. But the software isn't run from your computer, it's run from their servers. So you're not actually buying the actual product itself, you're buying the server version instead. In companies, it's been known that companies have been doing very scummy things where the customer buys a license or a serial number and then they suddenly just decide to take it off them essentially, and so what they paid for is nothing. They've got no access to the software because this owner, has decided to withdraw their membership or their serial number from working. And again, I'm always saying that we should bring back DVDs and CDs because we actually owned the things that we bought in the past. Now we're just sort of renting off these companies for this stuff. We're not actually buying the full item. I mean, if you bought Adobe 20 years ago with a lifetime license, it won't work because you need to use the Activision service, which they've taken down. So you've got a lifetime license that you can't use anymore, which is ridiculous. What we pay for is to use stuff as intended, but we can't because these companies are doing these scummy tactics where they revoke access to the thing you paid for, and this is going to be more and more of a problem going forward. If we don't own the stuff that we own, it's going to happen all the time. Yes, I mean DVDs and CDs weren't the best user experience, but at least we actually owned them. We actually owned what we had in our actual hands physically. We owned them. And I mean, there was news recently that Google are going to stop people from sideloading. I mean, I've got Apple stuff. I love Apple stuff, but there are people out there that hate Apple because it's too restrictive. And so with Android, you got the full access to the source code, and you can alter your phone in any way you want, beyond what an iPhone can do. And yet Google are saying that you can't sideload anymore, which is absurd. We're seeing this trend of us having less and less access, less and less freedoms, essentially, to the things we actually bought. If I buy something, I expect it to work out the box, no bullshit, and to work for life of the product. Not have it not work after 20 years. You know, yes, tech has a shelf life, but still, the essence of what you're buying should last a lifetime. But it doesn't anymore. Not anymore. And we're seeing this trend happen now, that we're having less and less freedoms, less and less consumer choice, less and less options, essentially. And it's not right. If you hate this shit, change your profile to a Clippy. Clippy only wanted to help. Yes, he was annoying, but he wanted to help. He didn't go through the entire Adobe files using AI to learn from your stuff. He didn't say that you have to agree to new terms and conditions, otherwise you can't say stuff anymore. This shit needs to stop. We need to go back to the ownership model.